Y'all, Rich Trapper, type it in TNN Trap News Network, back in the same, like, click, crack in the same, and make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Yes, that's TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge, though. You ain't finna get nobody's college, though, big dog. Hit that like, hit that comment, hit that get subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge, though. You ain't finna get and nobody's college, though, big dog. Tap in with that. Tap in and make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in. You feel me? You feel me? Hit that notification bell. He'll all say tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Make sure you slide over to richtraphouse.com. Get into that if you ain't got into that. richtraphouse.com. Good merch store. Tap in with that if you ain't tapped in with that. richtraphouse.com. And get into all the music we got going on. richtraphouse.com is a merch store, and Rich Trapper is on all streaming platforms. Get into that if you ain't got into all of that. Let's get into this Kantiana, man. We got Adam 22 going off on Joe Budden. I've actually been waiting to see Adam 22's response to Joe Budden, so something good is finna come out of this. Let's get into this Kantiana. Let's get into it. Let's go. And if you ain't followed Adam 22's personal page, this on the No Jumper? Oh no, this is on the No Jumper page. But I think Adam was doing some stuff from his personal page too. So shout out, follow his personal page as well.
Ever since I saw it drop on YouTube, this is some good shit. Let's get some members. Let's get some donos in the chat. Let's check it out.
So we have this little tradition here that we do when content creators take a fall, like parks on an Astoria street, not looking at the sewer. We have this thing we do where when any of our peers, our contemporaries fail out there, we play this little jingle by Queen, Another One Bites the Dust, man. Not to highlight the failure, but to highlight the mistakes. To highlight the mistakes you want to avoid making so that you don't fall to the same fate.
So, just off rip, the idea that I have failed, that No Jumper's over, is incorrect. If I were to show you how we're doing, it's not terrible. When I made that video, I identified a few different things that were really fucking up the business. This overpriced building that I'm in right now, which we are in the process of selling, and you know, we will get the money back that we spent on it, essentially. Maybe minus a few $100,000, but that's...
He gonna lose a few $100,000, but he's made that enough in that building, so it pays for itself.
No big deal. The Instagram was down. That was a huge source of revenue for us. The Instagram is back, so that narrative is kind of in the past. And then the lawsuits, which really, you know, pain in the ass. Well, one lawsuit, actually.
And the fact that motherfucker is hotter than big lighters and metal spoons, and that shit is wired up like a motherfucking, Google Fiber training class.
Pain in the ass, but it's not the end of the world. You know, every business has to deal with lawsuits at some point. So it's like, the idea that things are failing, no. I think I've really more just like realized the size and the scale of the podcasting business, which I didn't in 2022, or when we moved here, 2020. Yeah, I think it was 2022. At that time, it felt like the business was expanding to such an extent that we needed like a big space. And now it's become clear to me that we really don't need a space that big. So that's, you know, that's that.
It's more so about that.
Sure.
Our good brother Adam 22 recently put out a...
Good brother does not sound that aggressive. I'm going to reveal something to you guys that I haven't said, which is that I actually sent Joe Budden a text message, I'm going to say 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, saying that I was coming to New York soon and that I would like to do a podcast with him. At this time, no response. I don't know if he's going to mention that. I think he's not going to mention that because I probably would have heard about it in the Reddit and whatnot.
Video. And I will pull the video up in a second. He put out a video recently talking about the state of No Jumper. No Jumper is or was or has been a large part in the content creation community.
It has.
I feel seen.
Right there. Right.
There you go.
Yep.
They have been an instrumental part in the content creation community.
Instrumental is him giving me more credit than I thought that he might have here, to be totally honest.
Quite some time.
That's true.
Look at this bitch. She like, huh?
Bro, just called Melissa Ford to be Barnacle.
I never seen it. I don't know who the fuck Take Care is. Lil Pump, SSS and Tasha Down, Juice WRLD. I never heard of them. I listen to fucking Bad Bunny and shit.
We had Adam 22
She listens to Drake, but same difference.
on our show somewhere in what, 2021, 2022, somewhere around here.
Yeah.
In Oh, shit, my bad.
You good.
At Parks's, we pressed him a little bit, got a lot of backlash from the audience, left it alone. Time will tell. God don't play about me.
That's big. He's admitting that they were publicly perceived as taking an L in that argument, which I think is, that's more than I expected Joe to acknowledge in this
I don't think Joe Budden wants to tear down Adam 22. I think he's just reporting on a current event in our space.
exchange here.
You know what I mean? Hey, there's opinions, there's internet fodder, and then this what happens when God starts just making shit happen.
God doesn't exist, so we're gonna have.
Well, Adam, chill out. Don't do too much. God definitely exists. Get you something to believe in, light skin. Something to believe in.
Have to disagree on that one, Joe.
These niggas fall flat on concrete every time. It never fucking fails. And I don't want to even talk about Adam too much. I want to talk about all of the Adam cheerleaders that had their pom-poms out a few years ago telling me about all the money that Adam made.
I don't know who he's talking about, but I do want to acknowledge that it is kind of it's a weird situation for me now because I put out a video saying how No Jumper was going broke, quote unquote. But the reality
He made it clear that he wasn't going broke though.
is that I'm still doing just fine. But now that I came out with the No Jumper going broke narrative, it's like I can't sit here and talk about how I'm doing just fine because it seems like it flies in the face of the fact that I made a video called No Jumper's Going Broke. So I got to just kind of wear this when he's acting like, oh, like No Jumper's not doing well, Adam's a failure, the business is bad, whatever. It's like I got to just kind of sit and take it because it's like, this is what I wanted. This is what I was asking for. I was trying to reset people's expectations of the business because we are quite a ways away from the olden days of saying, oh, we've made $1 million a month, whatever. Who are these Adam cheerleaders? I got to find out.
Oh, yeah.
It was a bunch of y'all.
Remember, they had a list.
Yeah,
A list went out.
a list was out.
Yeah, a list went out.
A goddamn list went out, and everybody had Adam at just like some wild number. I was like, all right. All of a sudden,
What list? Was there like a list going around of how much money people were making in podcasting? Because I'm thinking of the Complex list, which I've been steadily moving down those rankings every year, despite the fact that the business is doing quite well. Man, really, Complex looks kind of prophetic because they didn't include Math Hoffa. I was actually kind of surprised about that at a certain point. Although them not including
Mav Hoffa lost the barbershop too. I got to talk about that.
Sean Cotton is criminal.
all of my black friend content creators was fucking experts on what white porn dick made. All of a sudden, these niggas was, oh,
For the record, my porn exploits are separate from No Jumper. That's a separate business. Plug Talk. I'm sure you know this, Joe. I'm sure you've beat your meat to it before. PlugTalk.com. Great place to see me lay some cock down.
oh,
We don't want to see that.
selling dick though. I don't know, Joe. He sells his wife. He does the porn show site. He's fucking on camera.
He's doing the same shit as me. I just did that video making fun of Melissa Ford. Now he's doing the video, or he's doing the voice, pretending to be me. I guess I gotta wear that as well.
Shut the fuck up. The fuck were y'all talking to with all of that hootenanny? But anyway,
Hootenanny?
Adam has put out a clip. And this is like friendly smoke. This ain't real smoke. Because I hate to see... Nah, that's a lie. Let me not lie. Let me not lie.
I was gonna say, it feels like you're kind of opening the door right there for us potentially doing content together. If you're gonna say it's friendly smoke, I almost feel like Joe might not have seen the text. Maybe he changed his number. I don't know. I think it still came back blue. But I feel like if Joe, I feel like this would have been the perfect opportunity for Joe to basically kind of clown me and say, hey, Adam recently hit me up saying that he wanted to come on the podcast. And by him not mentioning it, it feels like he either doesn't know or maybe he was thinking about it or like it's not even in his mind because it's just such an obvious thing to bring up in this segment, right?
I don't hate to see it.
I thought he was trolling.
That's not true.
Honestly.
Mikey says I should like the video. Do you guys think I should like the video?
Like the video. Don't be a hater. And look, you already subscribed. Just go ahead and like it. Don't be a hater. Look. We'll set the example. Look, boom. There we go. Like, don't be a hater. Don't be a hater.
I thought some April Fool shit.
Well, let me be clear. Adam ain't broke.
Nah.
Oh, well, at least, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Like, I don't want
Plugtalk.com.
niggas to misconstrue what I'm doing and what I'm saying here. I'm just having
Theplugtalk.com. It's crazy.
fun with one of the people that I like to have fun with when they hit their head. You know, like when you tell your son, don't touch that, and then they touch it, and you walk in the room, and they got that stupid fucking face on.
Did they touch it?
Yeah.
Touch the shit?
And you sit there like,
I told your ass.
didn't I just tell your fucking dumb ass not to touch that?
Good for you.
This is like what I'm doing with Adam. There's not a real beef. Actually, Adam hit me when he was in New York to say, hey.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. He is acknowledging. He's misremembering the text because I didn't hit him up when I was in New York. I haven't been in New York for like a year. I was hitting him up saying I was going to New York, which is currently postponed. We're still trying to figure out the exact dates.
Hey, me and WACK is in town. Maybe we'll come through and fucking chop it up. I dubbed it, but there's no beef about it.
I dubbed it. Okay.
So Adam put out a clip talking about how he's closing No Jumper, which, again, I don't think Adam is far from broke.
That is not true. I'm not closing by any means. I'm just sort of downsizing our building. Really, we're creating the same exact amount of content, and my intentions are to create the same exact amount of content, even when we're in a smaller space. When we get a smaller space, I'm in.
Now, it definitely makes sense for him to downgrade to a smaller space because I've been into the No Jumper building. That shit is big for no reason. Like, it's a lot of just empty space. And I don't mean, like, empty space because there's nothing there. Like, they have, like, stuff there to occupy the space, but, like, there's a big empty space where the pool table is. That doesn't need to be there. It's just occupying space for decor purposes. And it looks cool. It's a good visual, but that does nothing monetarily.
I'm going to still have 2 studios so that we can do the news and I can do interviews side by side. By no means are we shutting it down.
He's just doing some rebranding, finagling, and moving some monies around because his lawsuit's happening.
Yeah.
The feds was just at my door. Like, I got a lot of life shit going on. These content creators never show you that part. I hate them all.
And this is one thing I've heard from quite a few people, including Rory and Mal on their podcast, is that a lot of people have a lot of respect for the fact that I was willing to come out and show my ass and say, hey, I've made some mistakes. There are some things in the business that are not operating the way that they should be. And I think that, you know, a lot of thinking content creators respect the fact that I was open about that.
I hate every last fucking one of them. They never show you the part about when life just get to going around them. They always want to disappear for a little bit. Put the cam down. That's when they want to cam down.
Press the button.
Yeah, for a few months.
I can't.
Nah. You following through. So Adam put out a little clip, and I'd like to play it for y'all.
Perc head motherfucker. Somebody sent me a clip of Joe
Perkhead motherfucker.
Budden claiming that No Jumper's doing real bad in terms of our views and
this is
everything.
old.
So let's do the science.
Yeah, nigga, that's you calling somebody a perk can mother chucker. Why you acting all surprised?
Shit.
Joe Budden's
wrong
channel
clip.
is
That's the wrong clip, bro.
Oops. No Jumper's main channel plus our clips channel has done about
What's wrong with my phone?
26, 27 million views for the past
I
month.
think he just like Googled Adam 22 no jumper and clicked the first clip that he saw and didn't realize that it was an old one.
So we are 2 times by far what you have going on. And on top of that, we kill it on Facebook. We kill it on Snapchat. We have 3 million.
This was big 22 era. This is way different energy that I've been putting out ever since I dropped the going broke narrative, man. Oh, it's kind of cringe even listening to it. I felt like this is what I had to do at that time, but I'm done. Let me tell you, I'm done hyping myself up. I'm done telling the world how good I'm doing. I'm done buying designer. I'm regular Joeing it for the rest of my life. No matter how much money I'm making, I ain't gonna act like it. No matter how much money I'm seeing, I ain't gonna get a fancy car. I ain't gonna wear I ain't buying another Gucci shirt. People were on my ass about the Prada jacket in the Vlad clip. Man, my girl gave it to me for Valentine's Day. But I'm off the fancy shit. I'm back to being regular old BMX style dude Adam, you know? I feel like that's my safe spot that I need to be in, is like just act regular, wear Vans, wear some black jeans, throw on a hoodie. We're not playing these rich guy games anymore. I'm over that lifestyle. It ain't for me.
Yo,
He did all that.
dirty BMX white boy.
Hey, it's so good too because I literally rode my BMX bike to Joe's studio when we did that podcast. So like from his perspective, because I don't think he pays attention to my world like the way I pay attention to his world. So to him, I am like a current day BMX rider because I rode my bike with my security, and I think it was just us. Oh, no, I guess I had the filmer too. I rode my bike to him to do that episode, and so he forever is just gonna think of me as a BMX guy.
Boy. Let me tell you.
That's a motorcycle.
That's definitely a motorcycle. Those are not two of the same things. That's actually a motorcycle. Don't worry about it. Transportation is hard. That's not the same thing.
BMX bicycle does not have an engine. Queen's flip. Damn.
Tell you like I tell my 50-year-old black friends.
What? From the block.
Once Facebook enters the conversation,
You got it.
I'm leaving.
That's for mom and dad.
Yeah.
Aunts and uncles to fight about politics.
I know you tried to make that shit sound fly, but in real life, the second somebody say to me, yo, this is what's going on Facebook, I check out.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what he's saying. The reality is, though, there's a lot of people. I know a lot of people making a lot of money off Facebook. Am I on Facebook? Absolutely not. Is anybody I know on Facebook? Not really. Like some of the moms and dads that I know are probably on Facebook pretty heavily. Probably some of them are sending me friend requests that I haven't seen. The way he feels talking about that, which by the way, Joe, you are leaving money on the table and you
Facebook do be giving out that check.
really should not be if you are not on Facebook. You need to have a company who's at least getting your content on there. That being said, this is kind of like the way I feel when Mandy from Horrible Decisions and them and Wheezy, shout out to both of them. I got mad love for them. But when they're like, oh yeah, our YouTube videos might get 2,000 views, but we kill it on the audio platforms. It's like, yeah, no shit. Like I'm sure you do because you guys are early podcast.
I mean, wherever you're making your chili at, it don't matter. Like, I think it's dumb when people say, oh, well, I'm making money off YouTube, but you're not getting no money off YouTube. I'm getting my money off Instagram. Like, does it matter where you're getting the chili from? Or does it matter that you got the chili? So when Joe Budden say something to Adam like, oh, well, you're killing it on Facebook. Okay, we'll go to Facebook. Well, if he getting the chili, if Facebook monetization pay your bills, do it matter where the money came from? Or does it matter if the bills are paid? If you don't do too well on Instagram, but you do well on other apps, does it matter or does it matter? I don't know. I think that the chili is what matters. I think that the chili. I don't know. If it ain't about the chili, what you come for? That's all I'm gonna say. If it ain't about the chili, what you come for?
Podcasters, you probably have more motion on there than the average podcast. But that being said, it's like, yeah, we make money off the audio thing too. We all have Megaphone or whatever that runs ads on the audio versions of this. It's like, you don't. Like hyping that up and then saying and then like using that to excuse your YouTube views being low is like to me kind of corny. Now I wasn't doing that. Joe's basically taking on the narrative as if I was doing that, but it is what it is. Reap Cash $5. Well, I'll say I learned this a lot from my trip to No Jumper. Even if you get knocked down, get back up and build again. That's a factoid.
Yeah.
Here's fucking Facebook and Snapchat. Y'all let these niggas get so much. Shut up. Let's keep it going.
It is 100% true that I have made more than $1 million. I will even say multiple millions of dollars from Snapchat, and that I have made multiple millions of dollars from Facebook. So he may be laughing at it. I don't know. Where I'm coming from, if you got a part of your business that has earned you multiple millions of dollars over the course of like 4 or 5 years, I take that serious. If someone came to me tomorrow and said, hey, I've got...
Yeah, like, it doesn't matter where the money came from. It matters that you went and got the money. Like, where the money came from, how the money comes from. None of that is relevant. All that matters is that you got the chili. The chili is what counts, big dog.
But this business opportunity is going to make you a couple $1 million over the course of the next couple of years. We're having that conversation. That's serious money. So Joe may be having a good laugh at it, but if he's not on Snapchat and Facebook, he's a goddamn dumbass.
Followers on Instagram, and we make a huge amount of money on there. Joe Budden, I don't want to hear shit. You're running a chop shop.
Oh,
You might have the whole hip-hop media gassed into thinking that you're really killing it like that.
I don't
but
actually
trust
think
me,
this, but-
when you want to talk about who's really doing business out here, it's not you. There's a big thing and you're not in it. It's me, Brad, and that fat motherfucker you were sitting.
I think that this came up because Drake essentially co-signed that Vlad, me, and Ack were the top three, and he wanted to exclude Joe. Or actually, no, I think Drake said that Joe was in it and that Vlad wasn't, which is not something that Vlad ever really mentioned. Which normally, if someone says something bad about someone famous says something bad about Vlad, then Vlad brings it up on every episode. I don't think he really took that route with that.
that is how he spoke to me.
Okay, he was trolling my.
Savannah,
I missed the.
that is how he spoke of
Royalty. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Royalty?
Like a black god.
Is he eating those words right now?
I ain't eating shit.
And I'm white did that.
He thought your guy played about
I'm not even adamant. I'm not your foe. But my God still will see somebody that we don't know where it's at with him and fix him up. Fix him up. Hey, newsflash, Adam. During the pandemic, everybody's numbers was up. Everything was up.
Yeah.
Stupid ass. I'm gonna play the real video now. He talking about some damn, yeah, we went and bought a $4 million building because the numbers was up and we continued to think projected, yada, yada, yada.
When he puts it like that, it does sound kind of silly.
It does kind of sound. Sorry. Don't worry about it. Numbers are hard.
$4 million building based on pandemic numbers. Yeah, that is a little regrettable.
Adam 22 is a.
Yo, I've
man.
been-
We're up out of the next one. Red dot to the left. You know the rest. If you ain't following Adam's personal page, follow Adam's personal page. Adam 22 is